the small town of Fort Worth, Texas, lives a young boy named Ricky Hill. From the outside, Ricky seems like any other child, but there's something different about him. He wears leg braces because of a degenerative spinal disease. Despite this, Ricky has an incredible passion for baseball. It's more than just a game to him. It's his dream, his escape, and his way of feeling free from the confines of his illness. Ricky's father, James, is a strict pastor with strong beliefs. He loves Ricky dearly, but is deeply worried about him. James doesn't want his son to get hurt, so he tries to keep him away from baseball. Instead, he encourages Ricky to focus on becoming a preacher, believing it to be a safer path that will protect him from further pain. The Hill family's life takes a sudden turn when they are evicted from their home. With no place to go, they pack up their belongings and head to Oklahoma in search of a fresh start. Along the way, their car breaks down, leaving them stranded. Just when it seems like things couldn't get worse, a kind family comes to their rescue. This family offers James a job at the local church, giving the Hills a new home and a chance to rebuild their lives. But starting over isn't easy. Especially for Ricky, the new town feels strange and unfamiliar, and he misses the comfort of his old home. One day, while wandering around, Ricky stumbles upon a group of kids playing baseball. His heart races with excitement, but it doesn't take long before the pitcher starts teasing him about his leg braces. Ricky feels the sting of their words, but something inside him refuses to back down. He steps up to the plate and, with all his strength, connects with the ball, sending it flying. The other kids are stunned. They see beyond his disability, recognizing the natural talent that Ricky possesses. Ricky is determined to join the local baseball team. However, there's a problem. He needs his father's permission. But knowing that James would never agree, Ricky's older brother, Robert, decides to forge their father's signature. It's a risky move, but Robert believes in Ricky's dreams as much as Ricky does. When James discovers what they've done, he is furious. He scolds Ricky and Robert for lying to him, but when he raises his hand to discipline Robert, something stops him. James sees the fear in his son's eyes and realizes that perhaps his strictness has been too harsh. Ricky pleads with his father, promising that he can balance both preaching and playing baseball. James, torn between his fears and his love for his son, reluctantly agrees to let Ricky pursue his passion. As the years go by, Ricky's skills on the baseball field grow stronger. By the time he's in high school, he's one of the best players around. But even though he's a local hero, Ricky struggles to attract the attention of Major League Baseball scouts. His dreams seem so close, yet still out of reach. One day, Ray, Ricky's boss at his part-time job, remembers the remarkable talent Ricky showed as a child. Ray decides to help and invites Red Murph, a well-known MLB scout, to watch Ricky play in an upcoming game. This could be Ricky's big chance. The day of the game arrives, and Ricky is determined to prove himself. He steps up to bat against a familiar face, the bully from his childhood who once mocked him for his disability. Ricky channels all his emotions into his swing, hitting the go-ahead home run that silences the crowd. But in the excitement, he trips over a hidden sprinkler head while making a crucial out, injuring his leg. A doctor examines Ricky and delivers devastating news. He has fractured his ankle and severed his leg tendons. The doctor says Ricky's baseball career is over. Ricky's heart sinks. His dreams, which seemed so close just moments ago, now feel shattered. The Hill family tries to raise money for Ricky's medical treatment, but their efforts fall short. It seems like there's no hope until Ray steps in once again, offering Ricky the money he needs to recover. Ricky is torn between his dream and his father's wishes. James, still fearing for Ricky's safety, forbids him from playing baseball. Ricky, out of respect for his father, agrees, though it breaks his heart. His childhood sweetheart, Gracie, watches helplessly as Ricky's dreams slip away. Soon after, Ricky's grandmother falls gravely ill. She's always been a guiding light in his life, and in her final moments, she speaks with James, urging him to let Ricky follow his heart. Her words strike deep, and James begins to question whether he's been holding Ricky back out of love or fear. Motivated by his grandmother's last words, Ricky makes a bold decision. He removes the cast from his foot and starts training with Robert. The pain is intense, but Ricky refuses to give up. He knows this is his last chance to prove that he belongs on the baseball field. The day of the MLB tryout arrives. Ricky stands alongside other hopeful players, each one vying for a spot in the big leagues. The drills are grueling, and Ricky struggles at first. His injuries slow him down, and the scouts start to lose interest. One scout tries to dismiss him, but Ricky pleads for one more chance to show what he can do at bat. Reluctantly, they agree, and Ricky steps up to the plate. His first few swings are shaky, but then something clicks. He starts hitting ball after ball, each one landing near Red Murph in the adjacent park. The tryout ends, and Ricky feels dejected. No one says a word as the players leave, and he assumes he's failed. As he walks home, Ricky feels lost. He decides to return to the park to retrieve his glove, only to find a message waiting for him. It's from his father, James, and it's filled with words of encouragement. For the first time, Ricky feels like his father truly believes in him. With renewed determination, Ricky goes back to the park. Murph, impressed by Ricky's perseverance, gives him one final challenge: to be the designated hitter for both teams in the prospects game. It's a daunting task, but Ricky is ready. As the game begins, Murph instructs each pitcher to try and strike Ricky out, but Ricky doesn't falter. He hits off every pitcher with ease, proving that he's more than just a kid with a disability. He's a true baseball talent. Meanwhile, at church, James is giving his sermon. As he speaks, he reflects on his relationship with Ricky and begins to regret not supporting his son's dreams sooner. His sermon becomes a confession of sorts, a way to come to terms with the choices he's made. Back at the park, Ricky faces his final challenge, a pitch from major leaguer Jimmy Hammer. Hammer, trying to intimidate Ricky, hits him in the ribs with a fastball. Murph tells Ricky to take first base, but Ricky refuses. He steps back up to the plate, determined to finish what he started. The crowd holds its breath as Ricky swings, sending the ball soaring through the air. After the game, Ricky and James meet on the outfield. James, filled with pride and a newfound understanding of his son, tells Ricky that he'll have to get used to his new career. It's a moment of reconciliation, a father and son finally seeing eye to eye. The Hill is a story of resilience, faith, and the power of dreams. It's about a young boy who refuses to let his physical limitations define him, and a father who learns that sometimes the best way to protect those you love is to let them fly. Through the ups and downs, the pain and the triumphs, Ricky Hill's journey reminds us all that even in the face of adversity, we can find a way to climb the highest hills. And that is it, folks. I shall see you in the next video. And until then, this is your host for Movie Recap, signing off.